Howdy, just another video about, I'm just gonna make sure this is not muted. Yeah, it's good, it's good. Just another video about abortion. The only passage in the entire Bible, I'm pretty sure, explicitly mentions abortion, actually. There's plenty of areas where it mentions, like, loving and protecting children and stuff, which God completely doesn't give a shit about. I mean, he literally, like, commanded, like, bears to, like, maul some to death because, like, they made fun of a bald dude once. But besides the point, we're talking about abortion today. So we're in Numbers 5, verse 11 all the way through, I guess, 29, 30, something like that, 31. Yeah, until it gets to the the Nazarites or whatever. So, Numbers 5, starting at 11, concerning an unfaithful wife. Get fucked. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the Israelites and say to them, If any man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him, if a man has had intercourse with her, but it is hidden from her husband, so that she is undetected, though she was defiled herself, and there is no witness against her, since she was not caught in the act. If a spirit of jealousy comes on him, and he is jealous of his wife who has defiled herself, or if a spirit of jealousy comes on him, and he is jealous of his wife, though she has not defiled herself, then the man shall bring his wife to the priest, and he shall bring an offering required for her 1/10 of an ethel of barley flour. You shall pour no oil on it, and put no frankincense on it, for it is a grain offering of jealousy, a grain offering of remembrance, bringing equity to remembrance. Basically, the starting part is basically just saying that, like, hey, if you suspect your wife of cheating on you, whether she has or hasn't, bring her to the priest and bring an offering of grain, not tarnished with any oil and stuff. It's supposed to be about jealousy and jazz, blah, blah, blah. Now we're at 16. Then the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord. The priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle and put in the water. The priest shall set the woman before the Lord, dishevel the woman's hair, and place in her hands the grain offering of remembrance, which is the grain offering of jealousy. In his own hand the priest shall have the water of bitterness that brings the curse. No, the water of bitterness that brings the curse, which is basically an abortion type of thing. When the priest shall make her take an oath, saying, If no man has lain with you, if you have not turned aside to uncleanness while under your husband's authority, be immune to this water of bitterness that brings the curse. But if you have gone astray while under your husband's authority, if you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has had intercourse with you, let the let the priest make the woman take the oath of the curse and say to the woman. Yeah, it's just such a weird way of phrasing that. It tripped me up for a moment. I have ADHD, so I thought I was reading it wrong. Okay, back to it. 21. Let the priest make the woman take the oath of the curse and say to the woman, The Lord make you an exclamation and an oath among your people. When the Lord makes your uterus drop, your womb discharge. Now may this water that brings the curse enter your bowels and make your womb discharge, your uterus drop. And the woman shall say, Amen. Amen. Basically saying if she did cheat, then she's gonna miscarriage. That's what the uterus dropping is. Basically saying that, like, she is she got pregnant and then she's gonna miscarriage. Um, Then the priest shall put these curses in writing and wash them off into the water of bitterness. He shall make the woman drink the water of bitterness that brings the curse, and the water that brings the curse shall enter her and cause bitter pain. The priest shall take the grain offering in jealousy out of the woman's hand, and shall elevate the grain offering before the Lord, and bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the grain offering as its memorial portion, and turn it into smoke on the altar, and afterwards shall make the woman drink the water. When he has made her drink the water, then if she has defiled herself and has been unfaithful to her husband, the water that brings the curse shall enter her and cause bitter pain, and her womb shall discharge, her uterus drop, and the woman shall become an exclamation among her people. But if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she shall be immune and be able to conceive children. This is the law in cases of jealousy, when a wife, while under her husband's authority, goes astray and defiles herself, or when a spirit of jealousy comes on a man, and he is jealous of his wife, then he shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall apply this entire law to her. The man shall be free from iniquity, but the woman shall bear her iniquity. Moral of the story is, only time abortion's mentioned in the Holy Bible here is basically saying yeetus the fetus is okay if, the husband's cheating on you. Essentially, it's just the middleman. It's the part of the trial. It's it's not the baby's fault. It's just you gotta get miscarried, bro. If you if your mama is a hoe, goodbye, adios. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, Yahweh don't give no shits when it comes to fetuses. Anybody that thinks they do, the only time it's mentioned, literally just throwing the children under the fucking bus so that, so that so you can basically dunk on women, I guess, call them excrement. So, moral of the story is, yeah, there's nothing wrong with abortion. In the Bible, doesn't give a shit about abortion. Take care of existing people, take care of existing children, protect them. The unborn don't want to be here. This is Hevel, and good night.